So let's talk about One Piece chapter 1092 and 1093, because these chapters were not just made for One Piece fans, not just made for Kizaru fans or Luffy fans, but these chapters were made for the Naruto fans that refused to believe that Kizaru was light speed and it's as fast as he is, and that Luffy couldn't take on shadow clones. I'm going to be honest with you, there's a lot going on in these chapters, but the main focus for me was Luffy versus Kizaru. So first off, let's talk about Kizaru's speed. Just the fact that he stepped back just to gain enough distance and charge an attack and came back to the island in a split second like nothing was absolutely ridiculous. And I'm glad that Oda's actually displaying his power so people won't have any questions. So basically, if you can't see the light, you're blind. And not just that, the fact that he was blocking all of Snake Man's attacks. And remember, this Snake Man is way stronger than the Snake Man we saw back in Whole Cake Island versus Katakuri. This is a Snake Man that was taken on Kaido himself. And on top of that, the Shadow Clones, or better said, Light Clones. But still, the way Luffy lured them all into one line and took them out with a sweeping attack. Like that, to me, was genius, and it's Oda showing us how Luffy would deal with Shadow Clones. He would make all of them chase him, and then boom, one swift attack. And these clones were definitely as strong as Kizaru, because Oda shows this when they scar Luffy, or cut Luffy, better said. But still, honestly, for the first time, I actually see Gear 5th as a god. The way that Luffy can just manipulate everything around him, the way that he was just turning into a giant like nothing and throwing Kizaru around, the way that he said that he thought he was going to die, jumping through the barrier twice. Until this chapter, I like Gear 5th, and the fight versus Kaido displays this well, but I hadn't seen the real godly figure until now. Like the way he was sitting down, just there relaxing with Gear 5th activated as a giant, it just spoke to me. Like Luffy really is godly. And I saw it in that panel. I don't know why it's now out of all the times, but I truly saw it and I was amazed. Like I really like Gear 5th Luffy. And I truly believe there's nothing he can't do. So we'll see that into the future. But yeah. If you haven't read chapter 1092 and 1093, I definitely recommend that you do right away. And like always, thank you for watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comments.